People are getting involved in keeping rabbits for so many reasons, and I'm not even going to go in there. But my main point of making this video or introducing the rabbit tube is for all of us to understand how rabbits behave when we are not looking. Because most of the time we go and look after them, or even if you're staying indoors with them, you see them whilst you're inside, and you don't get to see all their behavior 24/7. And this is why Rabbito Farmino is bringing you the Rabbito. If you're watching this, please hashtag Rabbito. That's RABBITUBE, Rabbito, so that we can have a look at how they behave when we are not looking. We've got three cameras in this bunny's purchase, and that allows us to study them. Must say I have introduced I've introduced these cameras about 2 weeks with them, and I know all of them are comfortable with the camera as at now, because they know the camera is there, the camera is not going to harm them. That's why I gave them 2 weeks with the camera. And just behind me is just me harvesting my potatoes that I planted since last year. So just enjoy the scene, but the main focus is Tank, Beverly, and Gustavo, and we're going to talk about how they behave. On this video, I have uh, taken images or videos of how they behave between 7 and 8 a.m. Now, how they behave during this period may vary um, from uh, different countries, based on their time and the daylight transition and stuff like that. So it may be slightly different, but we're looking at three rabbits that are in different hutches, very spacious hutches for them. And as you can see, I've got some interesting stuff for them to jump on and stuff like that in order for them to be themselves. And just looking at how they behave during this period. So let's observe them. Let's watch them together. As you can see, they are all sort of busy around this time. You see Tank munching his pellet, Beverly munching some hay, and also we can see Gustavo just moving up and down. And Gustavo and Tank are in like the same floor, and they are opposite each other. So there's a lot of sniffing, there's a lot of marking territories because they are both approaching maturity, especially Gustavo. Gustavo is about 2 or 3 weeks older than Tank and Beverly. So, it's closing in on maturity, and therefore he's feeling like, want to establish territory, establish that he's the main guy in the family. And so his behavior is a bit more matured than Tank at this moment. Tank is just like um, very active youth, if you want to call him a very young teenager, if you can call him that. So his behavior is a bit loose and it's like carefree. And yeah, but Gustavo really mean business. Like he's eating, as you can see, he's eating the sections, trying to get to Tank to show him who is the man. And this is the period is most they are both most active, as you will see in the video. This video is going to be about 15 minutes, so we can tell how they behave between and 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. All of them fairly awake, very, very much awake and doing their thing. Just a little knowledge of how the setup is. So at the corner there, you can see all of them have got litter trays, but they do their business by the side, mainly in the tray, but also loosely by the side of the litter. But what I really love about the litter tray is they all urinate in the litter box, which really makes the hatch very clean because most of their droppings are solid dry. So that's very good for in terms of hygiene. They pick a corner. If you have kept rabbit for a while, you'll notice that even though they spray their poop everywhere, they have specific corners where they do their business mainly. And if you're thinking of litter training your bunnies, whether for so many reasons, just observe where they do their business because they pick where they want to do their business, and you should go with them without trying to change too much. So all the corners I've taken is where they have the first couple of weeks they have showed that that's where they like to do their business. So during this period, you see, if you look at Tank climbing up the little hay container that I've made there, you can see he's very busy. And where he is where next door is where you can see Tank also sniffing him. I sort of took these videos at the same time, took the time frame so that we can see how all of them are behaving. Beverly, however, is in the lower tier of the hutch, um, and therefore he's nowhere near the two boys. So boys being boys jumping around, but Beverly is also being very active, jumping up and down. And this helps me to decide how to look after them better. So this will help you to determine what time is best to feed them. Because look at Gustavo, how busy he is. And the busier they are, the more hungry they will feel, the more tired they will feel, the more they will like some water to drink. And this could as well be the time they are most active in the wild. I mean, we don't know 100%, but this could as well be the time they are most active in the wild. So this sort of gives you an idea of what you should do for your bunnies if you're keeping them as pet, what you can do for them or how you can keep them engaged. It will give you an idea. By the time we go through the whole of the 24 hours, that will give you an idea of how to relate to your bunnies, why they are sluggish at certain times, why they are very active, why they are playful at certain times. And it just gives you an idea, and you will also be able to notice that, oh, if they are not being active at that around this time, is because they are not feeling well or something is going on with them. It's all about observation, whether you're keeping it as a farm or as pet. Observation is pretty much very key in making sure these beautiful bunnies, you can give them the best they need. Just like any pet, we just don't know so much about their natural life. And most of the pet rabbits that we've got, they have been created to be domesticated, so they're not the same as the wild rabbits. These have been formulated by scientists, people who knows about genetics, who've mixed things to keep them docile enough for me and you to keep them in our homes and be able to give them the best we can give them. So it is good for us to know about them. But in my opinion and observation, with you together as we watch this video, what I can see is between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. is a time frame that they are very active. So um, there's a clue the next video of the rabbit tube. Remember, this is rabbit tube, rabbit tube. So hashtag us, hashtag rabbit tube, and we will be looking at the next hour, which is between 8 and 9, how they behave, and hopefully we can discuss. And I would like to know what you think between this period, how they behave, or I would like to know experienced rabbit keepers, what they know about rabbits behavior between this period, and we can discuss each how rabbits behave. This is Rabbito Farmino, and remember, all we do is talk about these beautiful bunny rabbits. Whether you're keeping it as pet or whatever purpose, you need to give them the best you can. And the rabbit tube will give you an idea of how you can care for them best, give them the best. So there we go, 7 and 8, between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. Rabbits are very active in this observation. You're observing three different rabbits in three different enclosures. And look at the behavior. Look at Gustavo, like he's hunting Tank. Tank is next door to Gustavo. He's hunting Tank. At the same time, Tank is munching. And Beverly is also munching. As you can see, as I said, Gustavo is stealing Tank's hay, because where he is behind there is where you can see the haystack. And it's just signs of showing territorial macho-ness, like, I can do what I want, so off, because I'm the big boy. And Tank is a bit childish still, so he's not really got the same instinct as Gustavo. So let's see what's happening, what's going to happen subsequent videos. And you can see Tank really, Gustavo really having a run. And each time his focus is how to get to Tank. That is not possible because um, there is a big separation there. And I'm monitoring. He's chewing. They are both chewing to get to each other. It's very dangerous to keep two active males unless because they've been castrated or spayed. It's very dangerous to keep two active males together. What you will have is them hurting themselves, in fact, to the very dangerous level where the inevitable can happen to one of them. They hurt themselves so badly. So this is Rabbito Farmino. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is the time to subscribe, join the family. Give us your suggestions. If you want to see specific videos, let us know. We are really into this rabbit thing in order to give the best to the rabbits. That's the whole idea. We want to give the best to the bunnies, and give them the best they deserve, even in this captivity. Um, Matter what kind of setup you've got, whether it's the house setup or the outdoor setup or hutch. One thing I will say is, you see all this running around, they will not be able to do it in small space. So by all means, it's very important for you to give them as big a space as you can. I know it's not always possible, but always try to give them as big a space as you can, in order for you to be able to give them the best. Because as you can see, I think they are happy. I think they are very happy. Look at Gustavo sitting on the hind legs, um, Tank munching his way, Beverly munching his way, Gustavo stopping to munch his way. You know, I think they are very happy and content with the setup. Remember, they do get time outside in the garden whenever I've got the time. As you know, we try to give our pets the best. Let me know what you think about the rabbit tube coming from Rabbito Farmino, the rabbit whisperer. For the most part, this is the behavior. They keep running around, eating, running around for the whole most part of this hour between 7 and 8. What you've seen is what they keep doing. So it's interesting to see what exactly they will do between 8 and 9. That's a clue for the next video. I've got the first Rabbito video where I was just playing background music and just showing you the time frame, how they are behaving and what they are doing. But I think I'm going to go with this so we can have a discussion. I would like to know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Rabbito Farmino. Thank you for watching.